Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to the realest podcast in the dunya, the Three Muslims podcast. Alhamdulillah, today we're going to be talking about a really relevant issue, something that has been going on since the internet honestly has been here, which is something we call Fitna Warriors. And now, Fayed, why don't you describe to us what these Fitna Warriors do and who they are?
Habibi, wa alaikum assalam. Bro, before I answer your question, I got a question for you, bro. Are we really the realest podcast in the dunya, or are we the self-proclaimed realest podcast in the dunya?
I don't think we have any competitors, honestly. I think we are the real.
Oof, oof. There we go. There we go. I like that, bro. Hope you guys are doing well, both of you, and to all of our lovely brothers and sisters that tuned in. Fitna Warriors, bro. How do I describe a Fitna Warrior? Somebody that wakes up with the sole purpose of going on YouTube or going on the internet and just spreading fitna. Now, Anha, I'm gonna ask a Reaver this question. What does the word fitna mean?
It's like you're basically causing issues for no reason, right?
I like that. I like that.
Is that
So,
what it is?
yeah, I believe fitna just means like a trial or a test or a tribulation, or just like
Okay.
basically like just unnecessary things to deal with, at least in this case. But fitna just means trial or tribulation. So, these people, and there's also another term, keyboard warriors. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
these are the type of people that when I'll give you an example, right? Muhammad Hijab makes a Uyghur speech, shirtless. He has that little pouch covering his aura, and I'm not here to say if that's covering your aura or not. That's a different issue. But the people that they tune in and they're doing the least, but they got the most to say about Muhammad Hijab, saying, "Why did you say this? Why did you do this?" Yet, bro, what are you doing? And as Anil said, if you could do better, then do better. You know what I mean? Got a new member here into clickbait. Assalamu alaikum. And welcome to the side, bro. The dark side. No. Do you guys
Wa
have any
alaikum
experience with this,
assalam.
bro? Whatsoever?
Of course, bro. I think
Yeah,
everyone has experience with it.
yeah. Any Muslim on the internet that posts anything, to be honest.
Hmm.
Let me rephrase my question. What I meant to say was, do you guys have any experience being a fitna warrior?
Oh, like actually being that
Yeah,
individual.
bro. Yeah.
Maybe a keyboard warrior, like back when I was a little kid
You were
in
a
like
keyboard
Call of
warrior?
Duty, in Call of Duty. But like it was when I was little, like I don't
Mm.
know. I
And
can't
what
really
about
say
you?
much.
No, honestly, there's not a time I can remember when I like went under people's posts and became like a fitna warrior or keyboard warrior. Like when I saw something that was a fitna in and of itself, I would comment on it. So
Hmm.
in that sense, I fought against a fitna. Maybe I'm a fitna warrior in that sense, but not in the way that we're talking about.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. All right, now tell me this, bro. Um, and here's the thing. When Gabriel was telling us about dealing with fitna warriors and all this online, he was saying one thing, that sometimes you just can't let things get to you. So a lot of people, what they do is they don't read any comments. They don't read any of the hate. Now, I personally see little, I guess, absolute value in that, because if you're saying I'm not going to read anything, how are you going to read even the good comments? You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you go in saying, okay, I want to at least read the good, you're not going to know when a fitna warrior is going to enter the chat, bro. You really don't, because they're everywhere. So for you two, how do you guys navigate today's social media and online space, knowing that every now and then you might just see people that really try to push you and really try to just bring out the worst in you?
You saying as someone who has like a channel, like an
Yes.
influencer, or you talking about like just a random?
No, as influencers, bro, because Allah knows, bro, the fitna warriors we got now, nowhere near before we had a platform.
I just look for genuine questions.
Hmm.
A long time ago when I used to watch Elliot Holst, shout out to him. May Allah bless him with Islam.
Amen.
Uh, he used to say that you shouldn't get caught up in like the hype nor like the dirt. Like if they're throwing dirt on your name, like if
Hmm.
they're talking good about you, if they're giving you praise, or if they're giving you like negative feedback and putting you down, like you don't pay attention to that. Because at the end of the day, like you're not doing it for that. You're just doing it to like get something across, right?
Mm.
And I've just learned like look for the genuine questions and then halas. Like if someone wants to leave a positive comment, may Allah bless them, may Allah reward them and raise them in rank for that.
Mm.
But if I'm trying to respond back to every single comment, then inevitably I'm gonna start seeing the negative comments, and the negative comments don't do anything for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true. Rami, what about you, bro?
To be honest, the only place where I read comments in their majority nowadays is TikTok, and I don't post that much on TikTok. But what I do when I do read the comments, and again, that is just mainly on TikTok, which is the most toxic place ever, is every time I say something that I think is a negative comment or disagreeing with whatever I said or whatever it is, I just take a critical look at it. And if I honestly believe that this has no intellectual value, then I leave it. Because it could be the case that the person is saying something in a rude way or in a mean way, in a degrading way that has some truth to it. And I don't think anyone should, react to anything in that way. But if there's good in it, if there's some kind of truth in it, then like I'm willing to take a step back and see what I said and be critical of myself. So I'll take a critical look at what they said. And most of the time, I'll come to the conclusion that they're just being an idiot. They have no idea what they're talking about. And then me knowing that they have no idea what they're talking about just gives me that push to completely dismiss it or maybe even delete it, depending on what it says.
I agree. Bro, what actually gets you to be influenced? If someone wants you to, let's say, change for the better, like what do you guys actually respond to, both of you? Like if someone comes into it like with ego or with hate, it's just the way they word things, the way they phrase things, it's almost like off-putting and you don't even want to like take it into account. Or if someone's kind of like sincere and gentle and proper, not a fitna word, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. Like I said in many previous videos, you gotta know when to be hard and when to be soft.
Yeah. I think that you should always be sincere and kind, especially when you're giving when you're giving advice, because that was the son of the Prophet. He didn't go around
Mhm.
yelling at people to do certain things. He would tell them kindly. So that, and also knowledge. If the person quotes me Quran and Sunnah, especially if it's something new I don't know about, then that will definitely change my heart, inshallah. But when they come to me, because you can have people that say things the nicest way, that they're saying nonsense. Like I've had people come to me in the nicest way, even like people close to me in the nicest way, and they say, just don't talk about this issue. Don't talk about this issue. I want what's best for you. Don't talk about this X, Y, Z. And I'm like, it's a part of Islam. You want me to go to hell? I have to talk about it. So knowledge and kindness.
That's true.
Yeah, it's funny, man. When I do see that stuff, because like obviously, like I said, I look for genuine questions, right? And whether it be on the T3M channel or whether it be on my own channel. But like sometimes I'll be like looking and I'll just see like the most randomest hate comments. Where it's like this person is clearly Muslim, but they're leaving just such hate. And like when I see something like that, it shows me number one, like where they are internally. But then number two, like it's just sad that someone feels like they have the ability to say something like this when they probably wouldn't say something like this in person. And if they did, they would be scrutinized by every other person around them. So like this whole Fitna Warrior thing, like it comes from an emotional place with no grounding. And if it was done in person, it would not be accepted. It would not be accepted. I think it wouldn't be accepted.
Yeah, a lot of the
Walaikum
time it wouldn't
assalam.
even be said. It wouldn't be said if it
Yeah.
was in person. Wa alaikum assalam wa
Mhm.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah. Walaikum assalam.
Thanks for joining us, bro, every week. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Both of you, what you said. So there's no grounding, and also it wouldn't be accepted. So where do you think their ideology stems from, bro? Do you guys think it's like insecurity, or like these people genuinely wake up like, how do I spread fitna every single day? How do I like just ruin people's moods? Like, where do you think they're coming from?
I think
I
it's
don't think
genuine
it's a goal.
insecurity. Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say I don't think it's a goal they have. Like, oh, I want to wake up and shred
Yeah.
fitna. And if they do, man, that's some hefty punishment they're gonna have to face. I do think it's a part of their
When you say
personality.
hefty punishment, bro, you mean by Allah?
Yeah, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So
Yeah.
we're making it clear that Allah can definitely question them on why they do this, why they make the Muslims' lives and just people's lives in general harder for no reason.
Yeah, of course. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to question every little thing, our action and our intention. People don't know this. People don't understand that both the action, this is a side note, both the action and the intention need to be correct. If you have good action, bad intention, it doesn't count. If you have bad action, good intention, it doesn't count. I don't know if
So
I
an
said the same
example
thing.
of
Yeah.
good action, bad intention would be like, let me, I don't know, build a masjid, but let me do it for clout, kind of like that, right? Or let me help like
Yeah.
like a lot of homeless people, but my main intention is how I can make like ad revenue through it. You know what I mean? Stuck for Allah,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
actually helping. But what would
Yeah.
be something with like good intent? Sorry, yeah, good intention, bad action.
Yeah. Good intention, bad action would be like um, robbing a bank to give to the poor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Or like even
Yeah.
if you see something in a video that you think is wrong, like talking about keyboard warriors or whatever, if you see something that you think is wrong, and then you go in the comments start cussing them out, you're an embarrassment to Islam, you're this, you're that. You might have the good intention of correcting what they're doing, but that's the worst action you can take. Because if anything, that's going to push them further
Mhm.
down the route that they're going in. So I don't think these people wake up like, oh, let me do this, that, and if they do, again, Allah's going to deal with them, inshallah. But I do think it's a part of their character. We have this huge like one cancel culture, and we have this huge, just very critical culture. It's like everyone's like a muhaddith like critic nowadays. You know how the muhaddithin, their job is to criticize narrators and all that. So the muhaddithin, the people who say certain things are like certain hadith are authentic or unauthentic, their job is to criticize people. And there's a certain science where like the people would go around following narrators and criticize them. And they were rough in character because they had to be. That was their job. That was their life for Islam. And subhanAllah, not everyone's a muhaddith these days. This person's a hypocrite, this person's a liar, this person's a kadhab, and like all this stuff, subhanAllah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Dude, wa
barakatuh.
alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Welcome to the game.
It's funny, bro. Again, like it doesn't make sense. Like I've had people on my channel where the Muslim, like I said, they're clearly Muslim, but then they're like, "Oh, this guy's a fake Muslim. Like, as a real Muslim, like you don't have tattoos." I'm like, Allah knows best. So it's not just insecurity. I think it's also comes from a place of lack of understanding, lack of knowledge. You know, so it's like they might like that knowledge, but then it's like that ignorance is causing them to have a good intent with a bad action.
Yeah, yeah,
And at that point, it's like they can't claim the ignorance card. They can't claim, hey, I didn't know Allah's gonna, forgive me because Allah says to seek knowledge. Allah says to read. Like we're told to keep seeking knowledge.
Can
So
I ask you
if they
something,
don't have the knowledge over it, like that's on them. They
Mm.
chose not to seek knowledge.
bro? So I'm gonna ask you a two-part question. All right, the first question is gonna be a physics question, bro. If we got 50 viewers right now in the live stream, how many likes should we have?
300.
There we go. That totally makes sense, bro. So why do we not have 300 likes? Come on, guys, get the likes up, smash the like button. Number two, what do you think is more important, bro? More people asking you. At least I'm assuming now, if someone comes up to you, pulls up on you, run up on you, and they're like, "Yo, a real Muslim doesn't have tattoos. You're a fake Muslim. Stuck for Allah." If someone says that, I'm assuming you really don't care too much today, right? But
Yeah.
what contributed more to that growth and to you, I guess, sharpening that sword, or I guess toughening up, or at least thickening your skin in terms of that one aspect? Was there more people giving you that fitna, more of these comments that kind of showed you that you don't care, or you doing the research and coming to an understanding that if you're a revert and you have tattoos, like, you're forgiven. Allah forgives you. So why should it matter? Like, what's more important to you?
It was three things.
Okay.
Always keep it three. It's sunnah, bro.
Sunnah, bro, mashallah.
But the first one was first having the knowledge, like understanding the truth, not just hearing whatever someone's saying and then accepting that to be the truth. So finding the source for myself. Number two was actually receiving these negative comments from people online, because I guess it desensitized me. And then number three was kind of proving to myself, like going out to masjids and like being around other Muslims who I knew that deep down, like in their head, they were probably looking at me like, astaghfirullah, because I got the tattoos. And then having like multiple of the brothers even come up to me and be like, "Oh, brother, like I'll pay for your tattoo removal." I was like, "Brother, I got a lot of tattoos. Are you gonna be paying over 100 and something K? Like it's better if you spend that money elsewhere. Like there's better forms of charity than to try to pay for someone to have their tattoos removed when Allah has already forgiven them for their tattoos and Allah accepts them for their tattoos. It's you that don't accept them for their tattoos because you think that, well, you know that tattoos are haram, but you're failing to see the entire picture. You're failing to see that they're a revert, that they've already been forgiven. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
So it's like going through those three things. That's what, kind of,
mashallah.
cemented it.
And Jasim or Hasim, salam alaikum. Bro, if you would be so kind enough to please comment down below, since you're a member, how to pronounce your name, bro. Like, you know how like when you Google like a dictionary definition, you see like the word how it's spelled, and then you see like how it's pronounced. So if you would be so kind, bro, because I don't want to keep, you're a YouTube member, bro. You're supporting us, you're supporting the fam. I don't want to keep mispronouncing your name. I'm sure the brothers wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
I think it's
And walaikum salam.
Jasim Jalil.
You're going with Jasim?
Jasim Jalil.
Would
But
you also call it
it,
jalapeno, or what's going on, bro?
I don't know.
Exactly, bro. Um, okay, I see what you mean now. You're not out here uncovering your tats and like your whole body of tattoos. Every single video, you're out here like, "Hey guys, look at my tattoos. This tattoo means," like, you're not out here in people's faces. Do you get what I mean?
Mhm.
But at the same time, you like if someone just sees a little ink in your sleeve and they get bothered by that, like that
Mhm.
shows more about them than you at the end of the day. Especially when you're here
Mhm.
talking about something else, and you combine that with the fact that no one's forcing them to watch us, bro. Like no one's forcing
Mhm.
anyone to watch anyone on YouTube. Isn't that right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And on top of that, people are supposed to assume the best. Like
Mhm.
they're supposed to assume maybe the brother's a revert and he got them beforehand. They're not supposed to assume that he was a revert, became Muslim, then got the tattoos after he knew it was wrong or something
Yeah.
crazy like that. Astaghfirullah al-azim. Anha, may Allah bless you, Habibi.
Bro, I mean, thank you, brother.
Habibi, of course. Of course. Just to kind of answer the question, I know it was for Anhel, but for myself in one way. And Jazakallah khair for becoming a YouTube member. SubhanAllah, bro. Honestly, I genuinely don't care what people say. Alhamdulillah, I genuinely at this point just don't care what people say anymore. It is because back when I was getting heat on TikTok, all that stuff, I had people that absolutely seemed to love me, to love my page. Even people that wanted to marry me at one point. Literally, people wanted to marry me at one point who would support me like crazy in the beginning. As soon as that happened, they were in my comments making dua against me, making dua that Allah never gives me a daughter. Literally making dua Allah never gives me a daughter. Like
I had
all
that
these
too,
different
bro.
things.
I had that too. May Allah curse your kids. Astaghfirullah. I got that, bro.
And it's like, I swear to God, bro, a few months after the fact, they're back in my lives, talking like nothing happened. They're back commenting my videos, just acting like they were making dua against me like 5 seconds ago.
I see you. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Astaghfirullah.
May Allah protect us, man.
I mean, bro.
I mean, bro. So how you
So
pronounce it? I don't want to say it because I'm probably gonna say it wrong.
It's either Jasim or Jasim or something like that.
yeah, Jasim or Jasim.
Yeah.
All right. So Roswell 7, thank you for speaking about the tattoo issue. Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah. Barakallah feek for being aware that it's an issue to be spoken of. Right? It's one of many issues that a lot of reverts face today. You get what I mean? And to me, again, just to me, we did a reaction video with brother Jeffrey Lang, who he was basically saying that about 97% of the Quran is not rules and regulations, halal and haram. Only 3% is. I'm not saying that's not important, but what I'm saying is if you have a new revert, like we gotta establish Tawheed first, bro. And of course they're already aware of that if they're a revert, but we gotta push that more forward. We gotta talk about Salah. Yeah, okay, if they're not necessarily doing something that we should be doing just yet, but it's not in one of the five core pillars of Islam, like something like the most important in the list, then you're out here giving them the most hate for that. And subhanAllah, a lot of people leave Islam for that, bro. And I don't think that's going anywhere if you really think about it. Like how Rami, how would you say we balance this scale? The one side where we kind of want to, authentically, unapologetically show Islam, but then the other side where it's kind of like we can't do too much too quick.
Yeah, so I mean, just it depends on the person. You have to look at them. You have to not overburden them. If you find that they learn how to pray in a day, that person is moving relatively quick, mashallah. You can add more over time, and once they establish their prayer and everything, not just see it's Jasim, like brother Rami said, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you, Jasim, for joining, mashallah. Before I get to actually, I like this comment. I want to read it. I think Imam Ali alayhi salam said something along the lines of give your Muslim brother 100 excuses before you think worse of him. Yeah, you find this all over Islamic literature as well, in different places. But
Was it Omar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu who said that if you see alcohol on your brother's beard, assume that someone spilled it on him or he spilled it, not that he was drinking alcohol?
Yeah, exactly.
Subhanallah, bro.
Yeah, mashallah. So you have to balance it based on the person. You have to look at, like you said, what's the fundamentals, okay? The 5 pillars of Islam, the 6 pillars of Iman. And these are things that they need to believe in before they even become Muslim, to be honest. So make sure those things are established and that they believe in them, that they're doing their, fara'id, that they know what the fara'id is, what the fard is. And then start getting into deeper, who was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, get them to read the Quran, get them to learn about the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And then over time, you can introduce them to fiqh, to the rulings, to the different madahib, whatever you want, or just start teaching them whatever madhab you follow, since you're technically their teacher at that point. And just make sure it's nice and slow of a build, but it has to be within the person's intention. They have to be willing, they have to be capable, and you have to make sure that you tell them what Islam is. That Islam is submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not just praying and fasting. It is, I'm probably gonna give up things later in my life. When I realize that certain things are haram, I'm gonna change my life. And change your life for the better. That's the whole point. But they have to understand that. I think from the beginning is important.
Whew. Good answer, bro. I know. What about you?
I kind of blinked out.
Okay, let me give you an example, my guy. You have a cousin or a friend or a sibling or just someone that, let's say they're new into Islam. How do you balance the whole, I need to show them authentic, unapologetic, true, real Islam with no reformed, oh, you could still be Muslim and be XYZ. You guys assume what's XYZ. So how do you balance that? But also, okay, let me not give them too much where they bite off more than they can chew. Let me not push them away further. Do you know what I mean?
You give little by little. You just give little by little. Like if they already, you're talking about someone who's like accepted Islam, correct?
Yeah. For example, after you reverted, what really helped you grow?
Well, for me, it was just kind of looking into things on my own. But for other people, it'd be different. Other people would like listening to videos, lectures, and stuff like that. Other people like reading into the text. Everyone's different. Some people like just speaking to people, like friends or sheikh or something like that. But at the end of the day, like whatever way you're gonna take, to actually learn and to, further yourself in your deen, just go little by little. And Allah even says it himself. He's like, you just little. Like it's better that you do something very small for for your deen, for Allah, just very little every single day, than to do something very big at once and then not do something again for like another week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. I feel like that's the biggest thing where people gotta understand this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Mm.
You know, like you ain't trying to learn as much as possible to try to show out, to try to be able to debate and to prove someone wrong, to be able to try to impress someone. Not like you're learning it for yourself. You're learning it so that you can advance and progress and elevate yourself in
You
rank,
you
inshallah.
remember, inshallah, you remember when you said you first reverted and you were loaded with emails, bro, and people were writing paragraphs and paragraphs. And here's the
Yeah.
thing, my guy. Yes, alhamdulillah, they mean well. No one's denying that, bro. Of course, we're gonna assume they mean well. But like, did it sometimes get overwhelming for you? Where sometimes you're like, okay, let me take a step back.
Sometimes, nah, bro, it was overwhelming from the rip, from the
Mm,
like just from the start. And it's like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said when he was asked about, I guess the new Muslim, someone becoming Muslim, like, please chime in because I'm gonna butcher this and I don't know it 100%. But he was like, oh, first teach them. Uh, he said steps. I don't remember the steps, but he started with like, if I remember correctly, I think it was the belief in one God, the belief in I think the angels, and then so on and so on. Like learning how to pray wasn't even the first one, if I
mm.
remember correctly. Please chime in, one of you.
I
Jazakallah khair for
honestly
being a
can't think
member.
of any hadith.
We got two questions, bro, before we quickly go in.
Mm.
So first one, we got a member comment. This is a very important topic that I don't think is discussed enough. May Allah reward you, brothers. I mean, for your contribution to the Ummah.
I
May Allah
mean,
accept it from
I
us.
mean,
I mean,
Allahumma
I
ameen.
mean,
all right, Jazakallah khair for the super chat. May Allah continue to bless you, brothers. This channel really helped me understand certain things as a reaver. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. May Allah
alhamdulillah.
elevate you. Allahumma ameen.
I mean, and
Jazak.
may
I
we
mean,
continue to bring value and benefit you and really do at least not just change your lives, but continue changing our lives and continue improving. Because Allah knows that this channel has helped us more than you guys think.
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jazakallah
Rami,
khair.
What's up?
you were
I
gonna
think he
touch
said he
on
doesn't
us
know.
point.
He doesn't know the hadith.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, like it vaguely sounds familiar, but I can't remember
It's
it.
there. It's there. I mean, if anyone knows it by any means, like throw it in here.
Jazakallah khair, sister. May Allah elevate
Hey,
you immensely and bless you. Allahumma ameen. Alhamdulillah.
I
Alhamdulillah.
mean,
That's all that matters to
but
us, alhamdulillah.
yeah, the point of what I was trying to get at is like
Mhm.
the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had already mentioned uh to start slow. You know, you got to do this in steps. You can't just throw everything onto the person. And like I understand all these people that reached out to me had good intentions, just like all the brothers and sisters that reach out to new Muslims to give them the information. They have good intentions. But again, it's all about like the baby steps. So like if when I became Muslim, I think the best thing for me would have been like just understanding more over like what Allah is and what the angels are and just everything that like the Quran is explaining. You know, like I read the Quran by myself, but I didn't truly understand everything 100%. Yes, it clicked. Yes, it showed me, you know, Allah showed me that okay, this is the answer. This is the way. But as far as like the realizations and like understanding that I'm getting now from reading the Quran even further in depth, reading better translations and speaking to people that have the knowledge over it, that has that's further implemented the foundation where it's like, you know what, I could have just started with that first. And then from there, I could have learned how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. And then from there, I could have learned how to recite maybe the Sunnah prayers, like Surah Ikhlas. What's the other one? Surah
Surah
And
An-Nas, Surah Al-Falaq.
Al-Nasr. Yeah, so it's like, bro, like it's little by little, you know, little by little, and it's I like to explain it as like, if you pick up the Quran, right, you read a few pages at a time, and then you put a bookmark in it, right, and then when you come back to read it, you basically picking up where you left off with the bookmark. You're not gonna pick up the Quran and try to read it all in one go. You could, you're going to be reading for a long time, and you're probably not going to retain what's being, what you're reading. But trying not to do baby steps, trying to do more than you can handle at once, it's the same as trying to read the Quran all in one go. Sure, you can do it, but is it the best thing? Probably not.
Allahu
Yeah.
Alam, bro. Like there's people that once they revert, they make a lot of quick changes, but then they also burn out just as quick. Right. So Anhel's trying to say that, it's better that you do something consistently and build a foundation slowly where, if you want to look more into that, he has a YouTube channel and he made a video called Self-Improvement Happens in Steps, or What I Wish I Knew About Self-Improvement, something like that. I knew it was posted within the last 6 months. It was a very good video. And I truly personally benefited from that. And he basically says that what I wish I would have known about self-improvement is when you want to take something on in your life. For example, let me work on my prayers. Let me pray 5 times a day. You're not going to do it overnight. And if you do, more chances than not, you're going to burn out. So it's better that I'm going to make sure I pray Fajr every single day, no matter what. Then I'm going to add in Maghrib, let's say. Then Isha. Then Dhuhr. Then Asr. And until 2 Salah per day, 2 prayers per day becomes easy, I'm not even going to do 3. Then 3, then 4. Now we're not saying take baby steps to the point where you're gonna take forever. Let's not cap now. All right. Deep down, what's too slow. We're not saying anything like that. We're just saying don't go too fast.
And people got to understand there is no finish line here. The finish line is reaching Jannah, inshallah. Right? That's the finish line. But for us, like in our seeking of knowledge, there is no finish line where it's like, okay, I reached this point and then I'm good. I reached this point and then Allah will accept me into Jannah. No, you could be in the very beginning and Allah will accept you into Jannah. Because Allah is the one is going to judge between all of us. Right? So like, again, there's no finish line. There's no reason to rush. Take your time with it. Even if you really only learned so little, if you did everything to the best of your ability, if you had the best intention, like Allah knows best. Allah knows best. Again, you don't want to prolong for whatever reason because again, Allah knows best. So if you are prolonging and it's not legit, Allah knows. But if it's taken a while and you are just genuinely, you're not trying to prolong, it's just genuinely taking you a while for everything to sink in with you, Allah knows best. So again, there's no finish line, there's no point that you have to reach. This is for your experience here in this dunya to further yourself in your deen and your understanding, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Very well said, mashallah. I just want to quickly jump in here and say that I have to go in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
So,
bro, no
What time
worries.
is it right now?
44, bro. Rami's gonna miss the Q&A today, but it's fine. I got a quick question, bro, for Rami before you wrap up your leave for today. Let's say you're a manager. Let's say you're like HR, you're hiring or you're recruiting for a company. Let's say it's your prized company. You care about it. It's your possession. You don't want to just hire anyone from the street. You got 2 people. All right, one person, they got 10K in their bank account. Another person, they got $1 million in their bank account. The person that has 10K, I'm going to use Anhel's example about, taking steps and really working for it. The person that has 10K, they started with 0. All right. They truly grinded and they learned everything about business and finance and economics and everything. A month ago, they had 0. And today they have 10K. Whereas the person with $1 million, they started with 10 million. They were born into a rich family and they blew off 9 million. Right. They might seem like they're farther ahead, like Anhel's saying, but Allah might love someone early on. But anyway, my point is, who would you hire?
yeah, I'd hire the person that worked for the 10K that they have. 100%.
You're not
That
just going to
shows
judge
that-
someone's bank balance or like, for example, looking at 2 Muslims and see, oh, who looks more Muslim or who looks like they have more Iman or who looks like Allah loves them more, which we'll never know, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's a good example, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
But this is where it's like it stops one from being arrogant. Where it's like, okay, yeah, you do your prayers, yeah, you do your dhikr, yeah, you read the Quran, yeah, you seek more knowledge and you seek more understanding. But then let's say there's someone who they don't have as much time for that. You can't look at them and then have arrogance, just a hint of arrogance, thinking that you're better than them because you do all these things. Because the moment you have that hint of arrogance, that strips everything that you're doing away. All the rewards, all the barakah that you're getting from what you're doing is stripped away. because Allah doesn't love arrogance. You know, it's crazy, bro. I'm gonna leave it like that because
Yeah,
I
and
don't
I'm gonna
know.
quickly change the live chat thing to subscribers for members.
Mm.
But either way, Rami got to leave in 2 minutes. So if you guys really want to talk to us and be a part of the episode for the live episodes, make sure you join as a YouTube member every single Friday, inshallah, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But while I do that, bro,
Inshallah.
one of you can carry.
That burgundy throw, bro.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Mashallah.
I think when it comes to reverse, just like to go back on the topic for a second, when it comes to reverse, I think the only thing they need to not rush, but really, really like aim to get down are the fard, the what you have to believe to be a Muslim, what you have to do in terms of your action to be a Muslim, the 5 pillars of Islam, essentially. And once they're at a place where they're doing everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands them to do, then it's going to be a long journey of seeking knowledge and making revisions in life over time. I'm still making revisions in my life. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't know that. And this is a good example because I've been Muslim for years, bro. I've been practicing for years, alhamdulillah. I didn't know that I can't trim my beard at all. I thought like, okay, yeah, I can clean it up. Because I remember hearing that once, that you can clean it up. But I
We were
can't.
just
Supposed to
talking
be,
about it, bro. We were just
Yeah.
talking
it's
about it.
supposed to be there's a certain length that you can keep. I don't even think I have the length. I think the
No,
length is
but the length is a difference of opinion.
fist.
The most authentic one is you're not supposed to cut it at all.
Yeah.
That's what me and Rami did research on. There's a video by Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk, bro, that I'll send to you, that Rami sent to me. It was about all the rulings related to trimming and all that. But apparently, we're not supposed to cut it at all, like, touch it at all.
Yeah. And actually, subhanAllah, I think someone who watches the channel sent it to me. So they sent it to me, I sent to you, you sent to Anna. MashaAllah.
So what if you do cut your beard?
If you do, like, khalas, ask Allah to forgive you and don't do it again. But like, if you guys go back and watch some episodes, you'll see my beard was a lot shorter. I actually trimmed it at a certain point in time because I thought I was allowed to. But see, this is a revision that I had to make in my life. Alhamdulillah. That's the point. That you
Oh,
find
wait,
things
so
out and you make revisions. Yeah.
We got
you're
a
gonna
lot of
grow your
questions.
beard out for the rest of your life?
Yes.
You're gonna like
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think it'll ever reach like, down to my chest, but I'm gonna do my best.
MashaAllah, I've been waiting to say this. Anna looking like a Muslim Sifu master. I don't know what that is. On a long journey of building his Iman, not Iman, bro, and preparing for his akhirah while being able to put hands on some. Brother Anna, I came across you like 6 years ago in my mid-teens, and now seeing you have accepted Islam, it continues to make me happy. Every time I get reminded, may Allah be with you. MashaAllah.
Allahumma
Mashallah, bro.
MashaAllah. I mean, Allah is always with us, alhamdulillah, with everyone. May Allah be pleased with us. Allahumma ameen.
Ameen, bro.
The beard is in Islam, Islam is not in the beard, mashallah. Very well said. Very well said.
Goodness and arrogance. It's facts. That's facts.
No mustache. Just
Mustache, yeah.
we're not gonna give like fatwas or anything like that. We're just giving what we have studied from different scholars. But we highly recommend that if you want Islamic, legitimate Islamic rulings, that you go consult a scholar. With that being said, I think it's time for Rami to go because you got your prior engagement.
Yes, my prior engagement. طيب, Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you all immensely. I'm going to say it now. We're not ending the episode, but since I'm leaving, I'm going to say it now. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Again, may Allah bless you all immensely and elevate you all. Inshallah, see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu rahmatullah. My buddy writes, "What is Fitna Warrior?" And then writes three guys in one channel. I don't know what to say to that, buddy.
We said what it was throughout the entire beginning.
Alhamdulillah, yes, bro. I just heard back from him. I'm not allowed to say too much because there's stuff going on, but alhamdulillah, he's fine. Keep him in your du'as. He's good. He reached out to me last week, exactly after I announced it, and then I looked up. Yeah, he's doing well. Inshallah, he's going to be back on our channel sometime soon. He's just sorting out some affairs.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, bro. Alhamdulillah. How's that
Ooh,
going for
Anha,
you?
bro. I want you to answer this question. It's a really good question.
I want to establish my daily prayers, but I'm so scared of turning back to Allah again and of falling off again. I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I don't know when I'll ever be ready to truly commit. Allah knows best. As long as you're always sincere and always making the effort to go back, Allah knows best, right? Like, I can't say that, like, oh, it's all right for you to go start praying, do all that stuff, and then just stop praying and then come back and then start praying again. All I'm going to say is Allah knows best. If you're sincere and you're always making that sincere intent to get closer to Allah, to pray, to do everything, then yeah, may Allah accept it from you.
I mean, Yorub, I mean, and bro, we did an episode yesterday that's gonna air on Sunday with we're not gonna name any names now, right? We're gonna keep it low key. But he's from the UK. We've been wanting to get him for a while now. And some people might know, some people might not know, but we haven't had him yet. And it was a really good episode, right? And he himself, he was saying that, you know, sometimes we all take breaks from studying Islam and coming closer to Allah. But what he was saying is not like break as in abandoning, but it's like sometimes you're not going as fast as you want to go. But he said it's better that you're on the right path and that you're at least going the right way instead of going fast and going between the right way and the wrong way. You get what I mean? So you don't want to just go a long way, but then go the wrong way. You want to go the right way, first and foremost, and try your best to go as fast as you can. May Allah keep us steadfast, but it's not the most important thing in the world as long as you're doing what you could do, even if you're not perfect. It's not about being perfect, but it's about taking perfect actions every single day to do the best that you can every day.
I honestly read that as Angel, don't worry about anything. It's the beard that matters more than anything.
That's funny, bro.
And Jazakallah here, bro. Much
Are you
love.
from London?
UK. I can't wait to visit the UK, bro. Inshallah.
MashaAllah. Ooh, Kenya.
That's what's up. Alhamdulillah.
Brothers, what are your thoughts about Sunni Shia? We can't speak on this. We are not qualified to speak on this.
Yeah, we're not qualified, and all I'm gonna say is Allah knows best.
Allah knows best. But we're not qualified. However, I recommend if you want to look at some, I don't know if they've made videos on this, but Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk, one of the most, I guess, coherent scholars that I know in the way he explains and gives his rulings and explanations. Everything's valid, so you can look him up. That's a good question.
It depends. It depends on the message, and sometimes like just the editing of the video. You know, like sometimes they'll edit a video, will add like a machine in the background where like it just sets the stage for everything. But if I had to throw someone out there, I would say Newman Ali Khan. He's got some good stuff. But then again, like I don't actively go out of my way to listen to lectures. It's sporadically, randomly. You know what I'm talking about?
Alhamdulillah. All right, Sister Samira writes, how do you guys seek knowledge online or books or attending lectures? So what we are currently doing is we're enrolled in this program in an institution called I3. It's the letter I and then the number 3 for Sunnah, you know. And we're in this program. Believe it or not, Rami is our instructor, mashallah, Prof. Rami. And he is our professor in this course. And what I3 is, it's basically a free institution where they have multiple times throughout the week. We got people from the UK in this. It's not just people in North America like us, people in Australia, people in Asia, people in Africa, people in the West, in the Caribbean. And what we do is we meet for 1 hour a week, and it's like a legit course. It's not like you just meet with your boys and you talk about Islam. No. It's like there's a curriculum, you know. Alhamdulillah, I'm personally benefiting from this. This is the first step that I took a couple months in. I don't know, what about you?
It's the same, but I was gonna also add, I know Fayed, you do this as well, but you forgot to mention, uh, read books and just articles and things like that on your own time, see videos or lectures on your own time, but also take like a class because the class just gives you something where it makes it consistent no matter what. Like every single week, there's gonna be the class, unless something pops up, unless like you really can't attend it. But it's like you're setting it into your pattern of behavior that like okay, every week I'm studying Islam. So then it becomes a part of you, becomes a part of your life, and once it becomes a part of your life, then you start to expand and look for, try to do it in other ways. I didn't know he was a Weaver from Shia. Every time someone says Shia, I think about like Shia butter.
Man, I lost brain cells with that, bro.
Yeah, that was.
Do they have classes for women at I3 Institute? Yeah, and not just for women, because some are mixed classes, but they have sister only classes too. So if you can pick out a time, I know where you live. I'm not gonna tell everyone, but wherever you live, it's definitely not close to North America time by any means. However, there's still multiple times to make sure that it works with your schedule, and on top of that, there's sister only classes too, with sister only instructors. So it's different than the mixed classes. But unfortunately, we don't have brother only classes. I think that's a little not fair, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and don't, we're doing I3, but there's a whole bunch of different teaching like courses and stuff like that. So don't feel like you have to do I3. Look around, ask around, see which one is best for you.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Sister Samira asked, is it free or payment? Yeah, I mentioned one more time, bro. Or sis, it's free. It's completely free.
Gratis.
You don't pay.
Gratis.
There's nothing. Just for the sake of Allah. Emil, is it possible to join you guys sometimes like for a conversation? Yeah, so we're super busy. Sometimes we barely even have time and we struggle to make time to record. So we have a Patreon, and in the Patreon we have a tier where you can sign up to talk to us, and it'll just be us. So it'll be 4 of us, the 3 Muslims with you, no one else. If you want, we can record it and send you the recording. And there's different times based on the tier. So yeah, link in description.
And please don't think that's a plug, because we barely have enough time for each other. Like just for me, Rami and Fayed to have a conversation, it's tough. It's
bro,
tough.
Wallahi, me, you, and Rami. This is a true story, guys. By the way, we wanted to just talk amongst us and just like catch up. Forget recording, bro. Forget recording. Just talk, right? No setup, no nothing. Audio call. I believe it took over 2 weeks for us to just have it, and we had it yesterday. And even then, we didn't have enough time yesterday, and we were supposed to pick that up and finish it on Sunday, bro. Wallahi.
Yeah.
This is a true story, guys. So we really don't have enough time as we wish we had. But if we did, we would love to talk to all you guys. Inshallah and Jannah.
Inshallah. And even when we did talk, it ended up reverting right back to the whole business T3M. So we didn't even catch up for real.
100%.
Yes, it is. I like it so far. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Mubarak feek. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up in 5-ish minutes. So last final questions. If you're a YouTube member, you get first priority, super chats as well. And because there's way too many comments. And then once we're done, catch us next Friday. And if you made it this far, please smash the like button and stay tuned for Sunday, where we're going to drop a very special episode. Yes, you get 2 episodes this week. Alhamdulillah.
need to get me a burgundy though, bro.
Inshallah, bro.
Inshallah.
Suriname, mashallah.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Am I the only Indian here?
Nah, Fayed's Indian.
You funny, bro. I I could be. Maybe generations ago. I'm Bengali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you Indian? You got a little bit of about Indian, like indigenous in you, you know?
Who? No, I have Native American.
Aren't they
I don't
referred
have
to as Indian
anything from
sometimes, bro?
Indian. Yeah, but it used to referring to India, the continent
How
of
do you know?
India.
How do you know?
Come on, bro.
Nah, bro. Like, do you see an Indian flag, bro?
All right, brother Armin, are you referring to Indians as Native Americans, or are you referring to Indians from the continent
Or
or
brother Arman, are you
the
referring
country
to
India?
Indian as in both? Let me know, bro. Where's the dope from, bro? I want to give a shout out to my parents. Allah bless them.
Mecca.
My parents bought me a bunch of thobes when we went on a trip to Saudi, and these were in Medina, not Mecca.
Ah, Medina.
Yeah, Medina, and they were really good. It's from Turkey, handmade, and may Allah bless them.
I mean, it's looking
I'm gonna
fresh.
give another, mashallah, bro. Jazakallah khair. I'm gonna make another answer to this. It's from the same places in Medina. So if you guys ever make a trip to you know what, I'm not even gonna say that. When you guys make a trip, because there's no if. If you guys are capable, you should definitely make a trip to Saudi to do Umrah or Hajj. And then when you go and find find some drip, make sure you buy it. It's very cheap compared to here. Like if you want to get one of these thobes here, it's very pricey, or even hats, but things are very good prices there. And there's a lot of like merchants, so there's no monopoly, kind of like here, you know. So competition's everywhere, so prices are low.
Didn't you say you got me that black kefir for
We
like
we gonna keep the prices out of this,
okay, all right.
right? Just so it motivates them to go, you know.
What is Angel Tove? What Tove, bro? I don't have a Tove on. I think he's talking about your Tove.
No, bro. They think you got a thobe on.
Nah, this is a hoodie. This is a hoodie. This ain't no Tove. Look, it goes up. Why they gonna sit down? Hold up. I didn't even see what they said. Jazakallah here.
Alhamdulillah. From Morocco. We
Hey,
got no fans,
assalamu
by the way.
alaikum.
We ain't doing fans. All right, we got brothers, we got family, we got sisters, right? You guys are family. There's no fans. It's a hoodie.
It's a hoodie. Yes. Yes. I mean, if this was a thobe like this, that'd be pretty intricate for a thobe. Yo, we should make our own thobe line.
Yo, my guy comes 53 minutes late into the live and writes first. Come on now. Come on now.
Wa alaikum assalam,
But
bro.
wa alaikum salam to both of you nonetheless.
Mhm.
Sounds like a good business to start here. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, inshallah. Have some like crazy. Is it halal to have like intricate thobe designs?
Again, bro, we can't speak on fatwas now. So I can't speak on
Something to
that.
look into.
Something like
Something to
into.
look into.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from Algeria. Guys, before we go, let me know where you guys are from. I really want to know where you're from. If it's some crazy countries, I'll definitely pin it up on the screen. Because some people think that all the comments we get are on the screen, where in reality it's like 1 in 500. Because there's so many comments, bro.
I'm liking these artistic pictures, these avatar pictures that people have. It's giving me ideas. Las Vegas, Afghanistan. Is just people just saying where they're from now?
Hmm?
Are people just like saying
Yeah.
where they're from? Oh, mashallah. Wa alaikum assalam. Germany. I love you for the sake of Allah. And there's no questions?
No, New York.
Mine. That's what.
Manchester.
London.
Are you from London? Bro, the biggest mind bender is they don't call fries, they call it chips, bro. But over here, we got chips like when you got a bag of potato chips, we call that chips. I think they call those crisps, bro.
Yeah, someone asked, like, what do the British people, like, do they have the accent when they're by themselves? Or do they speak English normally? And then when they're around people, they have the accent.
MashaAllah. We got a lot of Canadians, bro. MashaAllah. Ain't it,
Yeah,
mate?
London.
Sweden.
Somebody. All right. Are there any questions? If not, let's
Any more questions? Let me know. We're gonna stay on the stream for
clock
2
it.
more minutes. Legit
Clock
questions or inquiries, and then we will catch y'all on Friday, inshallah. Same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. GMT, British time.
Yes. I just wanna actually. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. It's for the sake of Allah.
All right,
Disregard.
mashallah. I got smash the like button down below if you made it this far in the stream, and the video that we air tomorrow. Go off on that, inshallah. I'm not gonna say more than that. Just stay tuned for that. And have you ever played football or soccer? Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. I know you used to ball, bro. You used to hoop, right?
Basketball. Yeah,
What
I'm
were you
still,
like?
bro. I still gotta ball up on Rami.
You
I
gotta break
told him that I
Rami's
would break
ankles,
his
bro, when you come
ankles.
through. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I got a
Mm.
dunk on Ibn Mura, the time
Yes,
traveler.
sir. Can any of you backflip?
I can do it on trampolines, but I never learned to do it on ground. I want to, inshallah, one day. But on trampolines, I could do it for sure.
Oh no, bro. I answered this question so many times. I'm gonna let you answer it this time.
Yes.
Here we go.
Inshallah. Habibi, inshallah.
Tips on halal dating. Well, there's no such thing as halal dating, my friend. Check out an episode I made with brother Gabriel Al-Romani. I believe it's episode 100 or 101, and it was called Haram Relationships and all that. We go in depth into this whole thing about halal dating and how to navigate, inshallah.
Isn't there halal dating? But it's just not like normal dating. It's just adding that little label onto it.
No,
Because
no, no, no.
you're getting to know the individual, but like
That's not
with the
dating. That's not
wali.
dating. That's not dating. I highly recommend they check that out. Halal dating is
Got it,
basically
got
when
it,
they
got
say,
it.
okay, we're still together, but we won't do anything. That there's none of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
not. That is not
So let me know.
permissible.
Okay, I came at the end of the stream. 3 more questions, but how did you find the JP Mohammed hijab discussion? Well, we made a reaction. So
I haven't even
alhamdulillah.
watched the entire thing yet, but alhamdulillah, like from what I've seen, amazing.
Amazing. My takeaway is that it's better that we burn bridges with people and truly at least get the narrative out of their mind that Muslims are this, that, and the other, instead of just getting a shahada every single time we interact with them. I'm not saying it's not important to guide people into Islam, but what's most important sometimes, not all the time, today, is just getting this twisted version of Islam and Muslims out of their head and just show them that we're good people, we're friendly people, live by example, akhlaq, so on and so forth.
How does that burn a bridge though?
Hmm?
How does that burn a bridge though?
How does what burn a bridge?
What you just said. You said sometimes it's better to burn a bridge
No, build a
and then you
bridge.
carried on. You said burn a bridge, bro.
Oh, my bad, bro. I meant build a
Yeah.
bridge.
Hey.
It's never good to burn bridges, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
this one. Second last question. Oh no, what about you?
Tips for handling confrontation. Experience them more often. Um, try to put your emotions aside. Try to see it from a more logical, more rational perspective. The more you experience them, and don't run away from them or don't close off and just shut up completely, you start to be able to process them and actually, um, not maybe get flustered or nervous or, just caught up to where you can't say nothing. It's just, again, it's just a matter of like going through them, you know, but it's takes a little bit. I will say that it takes a little bit.
Yeah, and bro, I can't believe I said burn bridges, bro. I meant to say build bridges. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I know, bro. That's why I like said it there.
No,
So
I'm saying because
could be
other people are
corrected.
commenting that too, bro. I just
Yeah,
peeped that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. One last question. One last question, and then we're out of this. All right, we already hit the 1 hour mark. Allah Mubarak. Quick reminder,
Last,
guys. Jummah is obligatory for men. All right. I don't know what you guys think. Jummah's not obligatory, or oh, I don't. I can't have time. I have this. I have the dunya. Bro, just go to Jummah. Come on, you know you got to do it. If you still
mm,
have that voice telling you to go, your fitra is not corrupt. Just go, make it happen, inshallah. Shower, make ghusl. Clean yourself, do wudu nicely. Trim your nails, look all fresh. Um, and then just go to Jummah, inshallah. Because who knows,
inshallah,
man?
bro.
With all the lockdowns and everything, what if we go to lockdown and masjids are locked for like another 6 months? We still got time. So while you still got time, take action, inshallah.
Inshallah. And with that being said,
Last question, bro. Last question we got was okay. There's not really a question, but Apos didn't like the interview with JP because he doesn't want bridges built. I guess so, bro. Allahu alam. But yeah, all right. With that being said, I don't know, bro. Do your thing.
assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and
ربنا
sisters.
آتنا في الدنيا
No, no, no,
حسنة.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I
What
was
you gonna say?
just gonna give it a little something different,
Yeah,
bro.
give him something different then, bro.
Give 'em something different. Dear brothers and sisters, if you watched the entire thing, may Allah bless you. If you just came at the end, may Allah bless you as well. But what the hell are you doing coming at the end? You gotta come on time. Always gotta be punctual. Gotta be on time. With that being said, we love y'all for the sake of Allah. And yes, I still do. As should everyone else. It's focused attention. But with that being said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.